Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. Still seeking that mythical Ascension 20 victory. Could it be today? Can you afford not to find out? Honestly, starting with Mob Bank, you could do a lot worse. Sort of. The item does kind of suck. But, well, what is Mob Bank worth when you really think about it? How many nodes are there per floor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 nodes per floor? So if you used it at like almost the last opportunity, it's worth like 500 gold. So roughly speaking, dude, give me the drop kick. If you use it halfway through a run, it'll be worth like 300 gold. But the cost of not using it until halfway through a run is that you wouldn't buy anything from the shop until that point. But you could make that cost less by just tailoring your run around avoiding those shops. I mean, you'll still pay a little cost from an opportunity standpoint. Look, okay, it's not that good, all right? I think I've talked myself out of believing that this is any good at all. Really don't want to take upon the extra curse there unnecessarily. And without being able to kill you, we just, you know, accept the extra damage we're taking here, unfortunately. It's a nasty fight, but it's not so bad. You know, it's the thing with the Ironclad. That's why I love... You know, if we're gonna lose on Ascension 20, I love losing to the love losing as the Ironclad probably the most, and that's a real reversal from how we felt recently. But Burning Blood, it just lets you stay in there, you know? Even if things are going bad, you know, if you take 30 damage as the defect on your third fight, that's like 2 rests to make up for it. The Ironclad can kind of stay steady. So I'm gonna take a Thunderclap, and the whole point of the Thunderclap is just making the dropkick like substantially more likely to be useful. Right now, we've had some pretty bad luck with it, and that will continue. Vulnerability is good just in a vacuum as well, but we're not in a vacuum. We're in the computer chair, playing a little bit of Slay the Spire, so I'm not sure why I even brought it up, to be honest. Ignore me. We're guaranteed to draw a Thunderclap Thunderclap dropkick is what I meant to say, but unfortunately, I lost the ability to speak English midway through that. We gotcha, but it was close. So we're probably going to upgrade first, and honestly, I will still... I stand by it early on. The early Perfected Strike is fine. Oh, I clicked on Malware Bites accidentally. There we go. I am going to upgrade Bash for the extra vulnerability first. I don't do that often. It just seemed like the most appropriate time. I figured, you know, we might as well try to get some advantage out of this potion. And, you know, popping it early. Maybe killing this guy a turn faster than we otherwise would. Strikes me as a decent value. And I stand by that. Generally speaking, I think I'm okay taking 5 more damage to accelerate this guy's demise. Wow, this is a surprisingly good benefit for us. We just need to draw 1 strike next turn, and honestly, I don't think we need to rest. If we stay relatively steady here, like, I don't think this is that bad. We'll be at 44 HP? Dude, that's workable. Come on, just 1 attack. We could upgrade something and feel like we've gotten our head above water here. Incense Burner can be really, really good. I'll take a shrug it off. As far as I'm concerned, it's the best overall card there. I mean, I'd rather, if I'm going to get 3 damage, I'd rather get it from all enemies. Perfected Strike will get 5 extra damage, which is really not that much. Be inclined to maybe go for a ghostly armor. We have to play it basically every time it shows up. Why not make it a little stronger? Immediately regret this decision. We desperately need some AoE as soon as possible now. Thunderclap does 7 damage. So, well, it won't if we're vulnerable, or if we're weak, I should say. This fight is gonna suck, and it might set us back big time, considering we have a another elite fight coming up. I think you play this and just weaken one and hope that you kill them next turn. It's actually, I think we got pretty lucky. We just like to kill them quickly enough, which is clearly not happening. But quickly enough that we get a useful turn of Incense Burner. And in order for that to happen, we have to kill them this turn. Which it doesn't seem likely, honestly. So I might, because basically I was like, you don't block much damage. And I'm going to outthink myself here, but you don't block much damage on turn 1 or 2 against the demon. And you block like no damage on turn 1 against the Lagavulin, and there's nothing you can do about that. So I'm actually playing the world's most dangerous game. And I am choosing, essentially, not to kill this guy until maybe 1 turn from now. Like, I would feel confident killing him next turn, knowing the elite fight is coming up. Just so we can abuse the Incense Burner as much as possible. Take a pommel. I will admit, part of the reason our elite fight wasn't even next. I mean, it's still... I think we did the right thing, but... And on this turn, it's paying dividends, I suppose. Go ahead and hit me for 1 just to enable us next turn. We could stall you again, except my dude is doing 21 damage, so no thank you. Dude, I think we'd love to see a second Ghostly Armor. No, absolutely I will not do that. Okay, so it is the Lagavulin. We do benefit from waiting to get a turn of intangibility, but let's just think about this. So next, if we wake him up, next turn we're on 3, he hits us. Next turn 4, he hits us. Next turn we're on 5, he debuffs us. Then the turn after that, we could take advantage of Incense Burner. So I think that this is an acceptable turn to use it. And we have the extra value coming out of Dropkick, so it seemed like the right time. I honestly, I feel like 3 vulnerability is fine. Let's just go for the raw damage. I think, in all likelihood, we're going to play a Perfected and lose one of our Ghostlies. Oh, we don't even have to lose one of our Ghostlies. So we'll play one, hit you, and we're just... We know we have Intangibility. So it doesn't even matter if he hits us next turn, because we're only going to get hit for 1. But we are going to kill him as well. So it's kind of a waste of Intangibility. But Matrushka's pretty good. Who's our boss? Ooh, lose Fairy in a bottle. You're probably going to still die if you have to pop that. Taking armaments. The slime does run into a hard time. Why not? As a result of the fire potion, you can do more damage with it. I'm just thinking, like, when do we pop this? I think if we could kill them both this turn, we'd be thrilled. Let me think about this, because next turn... 4, 5, 6... We get 2 turns of safety against the slime. In a perfect world, if we could block this and then wait it out, I would like to, but I'm not willing to go down that road. And I'll take a second Perfected Strike. But I'm not super happy about it. And I'm actually gonna upgrade armaments. I'm not gonna rest, because again, I'm operating under the assumption if we're not able to beat this guy without going through the you know, being forced to rest, then we're probably better off just waiting a little bit. I think we're okay losing our Ghostly. Just to put this guy closer to the mark. Please draw Perfected. Thank you. You've done me a great service today. Still could run into trouble if they both attack on bad turns. Frailty is the worst. I'm looking and I'm thinking that there's still a chance for us to make this. We did split that guy. Wasn't thinking straight when I did that, but you're dead, okay? And you know what? You're also dead. So all we gotta do is hit this guy for 14. We made it. It's real rough, dude. I think you really want to take a limit break and force some kind of strength archetype. Yes, limit break is just horrible right now, and it will definitely take Sozu, but it could get you there. We definitely want to hit a shop ASAP. We have to fight an elite. We'd most like to fight this elite, for sure. So maybe this shop is the most appropriate. Please all attack. Well, I guess now that I think about it, intangibility doesn't really bother you guys that hard, huh? Alrighty then. Perfected is not a great choice here, I think. But a bash, a drop kick, thunderclap, strike. We take 6 damage, but we took 14 off the table. This fight's gonna suck. It just is what it is. Sometimes you have a run that's extremely good against these guys. Sometimes you have a run that's extremely bad against these guys. Our run is extremely bad against these guys. No burning blood, or no, not no burning blood. No bronze scales. Not even a mercury hourglass. Obviously, no lightning orbs. You know, because we're not that character. Would I rather do 11? Yeah, I'd rather. Because it was either that, like, 2 strikes is only worth, like, 8 or 10, depending on the way that it shakes out. So this is going to be pretty bad. We still only killed one of them. This will kill you. It'll kill you. No, it won't kill you. It'll come close, though. 22. 2 of these, 4 damage. 7. Just running the numbers. At the end of the day, we would rather take 12 than 15 damage. That was not good. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay. Well, nothing here gains us strength, which is sad. But Hand of Greed, I really like it, honestly, and I feel compelled to buy it. Now, Chemical X, nothing yet, anyway. Calipers, sure, we could build around it, but it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a little late, but it kind of is a little late. I really like Discovery. Take a War Paint. I like both of those upgrades. I don't think we take anything else. But it is going to leave us a little under the gun. Can't even take them. Sorry, Ghostly. You gotta do what you gotta do. A free Perfected there is real good. So Hand of Greed is, at the end of the day, you could just think of it as 20 damage. You know, 20 damage for 2 energy. It's not horrible. But the fact that it gives you gold alongside of it is really the value for sure. But I do recognize things are very, very touch and go right now. Thank the Lord for intangibility. We're still taking 3, but I can live with that. Pretty similar situation. Thank the Lord for carnage. Oh, come on. We're alive with 1 HP. Okay, so this is looking like a restart. Almost certainly. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Hit me with that rest real quick. Alright, let's do it. Certainly a ghostly armor. We live. What do we... Discovery Immolate is really where I'm at. That's 21 HP. And you are doing more than 21 HP. We will be killed. This, we should have played it, but it wouldn't have killed you, and we would still die. Okay. Try again. You remember the song. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Not placing any blame, but hey, maybe don't give me Maw Bank this time. Panacea and Bandage Up for the cost of a curse. We'll remove the curse immediately. Both Panacea and Bandage Up are incredible. No joke. We will pop, well, we will get, like, Flex as soon as possible. You're really just gonna force me to eat my words by drawing, like, all strikes, then all defense, huh? I didn't even need to crunch the numbers. I know what the starting deck is like for the Ironclad. If that turns all strikes, the next turn is, you know, pretty weak on the offensive front. We have to take something, and I will take a Clash. It's kind of a controversial card. Most people do not like it as much as I do. Which is fair. Most people are probably a little bit better at the game as well. I think early I'll take a Spot Weakness. So, I just would really like and enjoy if you would maybe... I never really ask for this early. But if you would be so kind as to give me maybe a good defend, like a Flame Barrier right off the bat. Like, by the way, this is the problem with both Spot Weakness and Clash, but I'm willing to pay that cost. Which is kind of, you know, talk is cheap, but we'll see. Give me the max HP. Still an okay heal. I think we'll immediately go buck wild here. We don't need to use the vulnerability potion if we're going to wake him up anyway. Yeah, we're very likely to draw Ascender's Bane next turn, so I think the waking him up is fine. We're not going to be able to make Clash work. Let's just enjoy it as it is right now. We actually did make Clash work. That was not a terrible turn in spite of the 0 damage body slam. Are we gonna defeat him? I believe we will. Might be a little touchy. Don't draw Clash Ascender's Bane, please. Beautiful. We have to play all of our stuff here to play Clash, but that is also the best way for us to output damage. Only taking 10 damage is not catastrophic. So we did get through. We got Shovel. Might rub some people the wrong way. I kind of think Shovel is... I will stop short of saying it's bad. If we could only play 2 of these, we're going to go for the damage, obviously. You know what? I'll stop short of saying it's bad, but very rarely are you like, oh, all of my cards are so upgraded that, to be honest with you, I don't really feel the need to rest or smith. You know, you almost always have one of those on the brain. I think. You know, I respect we're taking a lot of damage here, but we are getting our strength up pretty quickly. At least this run, as of right now, has, like, a theme, and the theme is very, very simple. Our attacks do a lot of damage. We gain strength, you know? We don't need to... We know what we need to take in order to facilitate this sort of build, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Really need to be cautious when it comes to this HP, I think. Alright, literally any attack will do. Except Clash. Even a Body Slam would work. Juzu Bracelet, I quite like. And an Iron Wave, I think is very helpful as well. Dude, Pantograph is wonderful. We will be unlikely to afford anything that we consider super useful. But, you know what? Toss, well, who are we fighting? Okay. Toss me a Disarm. But I did think about getting another Iron Wave, but the Disarm is probably better. Hit me with that HP up. No such luck. Alright. So we gotta live through this fight, and then we might be okay. We should be fine. And the bandage up, I mean, if you run the numbers, I'm pretty sure that the bandage up has kept me in this game. Never gonna turn up my nose at that son of a gun. We have to take Heavy Blade as a means to kill enemies. Can't even afford anything. That's fair. And yeah, I don't know about this one, boys. I do think this is basically like getting the Blood Vial, and I know we're healing when we come in, which is why I was not super concerned about that, but still a little afraid. Disarm means you're doing 6 damage. Lovely. Lovely setup. We need to get these spot weaknesses rolling around as quickly as possible. As of right now, it appears that I have accidentally worked some kind of wizardry that has us in an okay position. Give me a quick spot weakness. They didn't hook me up with the spot weakness. It's okay. Managed to get the Heavy Blade on the vulnerability going nonetheless. It's a bad turn for the spot weakness, but it is what it is. Still doing decent damage, but not being able to hit the strength trigger on that one is pretty terrible. I still would like to take 0 damage, even though it will cost us the ability to add vulnerability. We still had a good turn there. He's definitely going to whip around and get to the point where he's going to do one big attack. So let's see. 36, he's doing 24. That's all we can really do here. Taking 23, we're going to be at 13 with many, many burns in the deck. Straight up, you got to set up the Heavy Blade turn. It won't kill him, so sadly, your setup has failed. Still get a decent amount of damage, but if you could rework things, you might do them a little differently. We live with 3 HP. Never a doubt in my mind we were going to make that one work. Never a doubt in my mind. Certainly, Immolate. Love it. Fights are not as bad anymore. Transform all strikes into defense. You know what? The time has come. We got a few defends. We got a few strikes. A few cards I hope to never see again. But Are they all better than basic strikes? In their own unique way, I suppose. If we can't dodge an elite, I think this is as good as it gets. Is Juzu Bracelet question marks all the way up. Honestly, man, just tag this dude. Ice this fool. I didn't avoid a headbutt, did I? I did. We could have headbutted Immolate back and been totally fine. That's actually, like, brain dead. We don't even need Panacea. We might as well get the block out of it, honestly. I think that's very merciful. We're taking 11 damage, I think. I think my math is very bad. That seemed an awful lot more than 11. We're way ahead of where we should be given our dereliction of duty. But here we are. Exhume. You know, so you're saying there's a chance. There's only 12 damage coming in, so hear me out here. Pop off a cheapie. A cheapie? Pop up a... Apparently I can't speak English. Pop off a cheeky 6, and then... Can't draw anymore. I don't care about strength. Something like that seems appropriate. Exhume targeting bandage up is a combo I have never considered before. Now all we need is one more Exhume. And play it endlessly. For sure, I will always take a Flame Barrier. Take me back to full HP prior to this elite fight. I will not pay you 75 gold for removal. That's too expensive right now. You know what? Let's do it. Meat on the bone could be quite helpful. Perfect panacea opportunity. Who says no? Sounds wild, but we're going to play Flame Barrier Headbutt just to make sure Flame Barrier comes back, just in case this is the one that chooses to attack next turn, and it was indeed. We're not debuffed. Pretty solid. Let's draw. I'll throw a spot weakness out here. It's fine by me. We're ahead of the curve right now. 18 damage. We are no longer ahead of the curve. How did that happen so fast? I do want to play Exhume Bandage up. We can wait for it to come back around, though. And if it doesn't, our HP is still pretty good. Let me see. 11. 17. Well, you know what? I'll accept it. I still think a Rage is pretty solid. This is where things are going to be interesting. We certainly want Immolate. ASAP. And we gotta kill Wound Lord before anything else happens. Berserk, hey man, there might come a time where I will reverse my opinion on this card and actually play it. It's not the near future, let's put it that way. Bring me Flame Barrier. Okay, so we're gonna meet on the bone levels. Hey, hey dude. Dude, where's my Immolate? I'm not mad or anything. Like, all I want to know is, like, where my Immolate is. It's kind of becoming, like, pretty important that we get this Immolate. It'd be, like, real chill if you could hook me up with this Immolate. Bruh. Bruh. Okay, I mean, this is how we live, so this is how we live. Don't weaken me. After all that I've been through. You have the audacity to weaken me. Kill me with a 19 damage attack 30 minutes into the episode. You know what that means. We're doing one more. The game, even the game is like we'd calculated a free victory for you. How did things go wrong? You forced me to fight an elite on the second floor. I'm taking the flex. Why? I don't know, man. I'm mad. Sorry, Tomo. I didn't mean to wake you up. Losing that upgraded Panacea. Man. That'll give you fits. It'll give you nightmares. Years down the road, we'll be like, where it all went wrong. Where did it all went wrong? And we'll be like, that's when it all went wrong. Is that exact Panacea situation right there, my man? So, we got a bunch of gold. And hey, I think I'm starting to understand why Mabank is garbage, by the way. What's the reasoning? Well, for one curse that's like 75 gold to remove, we just picked up 250 gold. For real, I think a blood for blood is a necessary enabler. I will pay 7 HP to remove regret and then buy a great relic here. Now, we could put a skill in our hand. None of these skills have sold me. But I'll tell you, a cheap entrench, a shrug it off. Do I really want to put a shrug it off in my hand? No, I would love to, you know, have Master of Strategy and then put Bottle Lightning in my hand, but it's a little expensive. What we're going to do instead is just grab a medical kit. We don't even need it involved at that point. And I think we'll just leave. But I will say, smoke them if you got them. Pull the strike out. Yes, I would love a little bit more offense. What's the value of entrench? Well, hopefully we'll get the offense here is the way I was going to finish that discussion. The value of entrench is if we have the HP, we can use this as a real juicy upgrade target. When it costs 1, we could start to build around it early, I guess. So we're lucky. We're going to actually come out of here with a decent amount of HP. Matrushka. Very good time to get Matrushka. Body slam, even though uppercut is wonderful. That's great timing for that. Body slam is very, very good with an entrench setup. No doubt. Basically, I think we do our best by just killing these guys ASAP. It's probably going to necessitate that. And we're not going to get Whirlwind on this turn, so we gotta stall just a little bit. I think we can do this. Because now we're just waiting to draw Whirlwind, and on the turn that we draw it, we'll take 10 more damage, but I don't think that's a kick in the teeth. We can play our dazes now that I think about it, but, I mean, what's the point? They play themselves. We're going to dip a little lower than I'd like to here. Kind of hoping Matrushka pulls us out. We'll see. You know, just like a casual Lee's waffle. We actually might want to look at something like Feel No Pain now. Lantern, very nice. Blood Potion, also very nice. I actually think like a Headbutt and then Headbutt Entrench is real excellent here. Dude, honestly, both Bag of Prep and Blood Vial, they got me excited. You're not healing me, I've noticed, so I will be leaving. And we just got to get through 2 fights here. That's not that bad. Probably a highly obvious statement, But I would love, even more than usual, I would love to upgrade a card. Because Entrench becomes playable when it costs 1. We're kind of skirting the line here. It's not the Hexaghost, it's the Guardian. But I mean, Entrench would also do some work for us against the Guardian. Let's not get too attached yet, though. Battle Trance to get to your gas faster. Like, I'm not mad, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll even count 6, and then Battle Trance as well. We basically drew all of our non-block cards. Probably don't need to tell you why this is a little frustrating. We did kill him in 2 turns, but we lost HP in the process. I actually think that despite our situation, a Hemokinesis is very good because it does get Blood for Blood to pop a little faster. Time will tell. You don't have to upgrade cards if you can just very, very slowly get armaments to upgrade them all for you. So we're gonna bash. We're gonna... Oh, we should have flexed first, for sure. We're gonna Hemokinesis, and we're gonna roll ya, which is a nice feeling. But we mostly did that in order to get the Blood for Blood to be a little cheaper. I hate it, but we... Well, we're getting armaments here, so we would have to draw into... Okay. Why not use armaments to make it better? Because I need armaments to hit Entrench in order to get the Wombus Combus that I've been planning on here. Honestly, I resent it, but I do agree that I need the block 7 here. I think I might have misplayed that one. We could have maybe taken Entrench back in the hopes of armaments showing up here. Don't at me, ever. Hold on, why are you doing so much damage? Stop that. I wasn't paying enough attention there. Okay, we're back. Amazing. Was that sarcasm? No! You know what? Toss me the armaments. I'd rather have the armaments show up than an Entrench. Obviously, I want them both. At least the armaments is, like, good in its own right, you know? I mean, 24 damage or 16, 24 damage or 28. Okay, now it justifies it. We're bringing armaments back one more time. Now we can hit Entrench just in time for the whole fight to be over anyway. I don't want to say I told us so. He's dead anyway, because we just play Blood for Blood if it shows up next turn. And if we don't, then we'll start to think. But, yeah. Okay, we made it. Certainly. I mean, I love Reaper as a card. But... no, no buts. I understand Dark Embrace here. I don't want it, though. Hello, Tomo. Out of all these options, don't give me a little baby passive heal. Give me 4 big boy healing points. There is an elite dodging path. Scares me. But it exists. And I want to dodge the shop. We're financially weak right now. Should have probably played that first. Pretty weak turn. We could have played it differently, but we would have taken a lot of damage in the process. I'm not convinced of this run, but I'm not sold that it's totally screwed. I am sold that we're going to lose an awful lot of our gold here. And this fight is going to set us back quite a lot. There's no way this guy's dying, you know? Like, it's just, we don't possess the capabilities to output 59 damage. We can do 27. Does that strike you? We are kind of looking at, like, I mean, obviously armaments warrants an upgrade. This is so huge, thank you. We are looking for, like, a barricade, hopefully. What's the debuff this time? It's vulnerability, or it's weakness, okay. Nobody likes that turn. Me least of all. Don't weaken me. Oh my god. Madman did it. Yeah, this one just doesn't seem like it's coming together. And it's a little hard for me to reconcile what I'm to do about that. We have to grossly accelerate our ability to get block, and that's definitely not happening. I'm okay taking 1 damage in order to heal for 8. We don't even have to take 1 damage, because we can actually, like, headbutt. Well, I mean, we're still going to take 1 damage, but we could have played a defend, is what I mean to say. Sorry, I'm getting all in a tizzy here. Okay, definitely draw. And it's bad, but actually it's very bad. We could have gotten 2 extra damage by just attacking. Armaments hits Entrench. Now we have, like, you know, something. But we're still not going to play Entrench. We're going to play Hemokinesis, and then we're going to get this out there. Just because Entrench is 1 energy for 3 block, which I will only play in, like, a life or death scenario. Merciful. I don't know what I'm relying on here. Right now, sadly, I'm relying on blood for blood, which is not where I want to be. Luckily, we're hanging in there. I actually think a second pre-upgraded armaments, you're twisting my leg, but I'm okay with it. Toss me a new relic, okay, extra dex that fits what we're trying to accomplish. I don't really want to lose my max HP here. I really, truly believe we need to get some upgrades out there. And I think that making sure Entrench is almost always going to be playable is your start. Then you run into this fight and you just say, you know what, it's been a good video, thanks for watching. I just don't want to kill you and take 10 extra damage. It's a better turn if we do it here. Not by much. Not by much. Alright, stay strong. This is where things are going to get dicey. Thank you for not hitting Blood for Blood or Reaper, either of which would have caused a real catastrophe. We've survived his most dangerous turns. This is emblematic of what we want to accomplish in the future. Big block, pivoting that into a huge body slam. Right now, we're in a holding pattern but that's a-okay with me. He's not really accomplishing much. Straight up, I prefer this to the Hemokinesis blood for blood combo. Only when he starts to look like he's gonna debuff me do I fear for my life. This won't even heal us, I think so. Wait on it. We take 6 damage, we're gonna be made frail, which is bad. Work with me. I would suggest that we were not worked with on that one. Good lord. We're like exactly evenly matched here. That's a big turn. I'm like, maybe you headbutt a body slam back. 8 damage plus 18 and will not kill you. Rather than get a body slam back, I would honestly straight up like to get a shrug back. Just for the block, but we're not gonna need it. We've made it. No good though. Okay, Rupture, it plays into what we're trying to build here. This is now the gauntlet. Like, we got a lot of combat coming right up. A lot of combat against enemies that, to be honest, I would rather not fight at all. So, you Rupture. I still think you Armaments, Hemokinesis. We can Blood for Blood. And a Blood for Blood will just straight up kill you, so I think we have to. Now, please take one more turn before you start it. You know, I'm not asking the world here. Bring me Blood for Blood, please. I believe we can finesse it. It's not catastrophic. It's not very good, don't get me wrong. Now it might be catastrophic. One thing's for certain, that's probably not the card you would choose to draw. And we're dead. Dude, we're having a world of hurt, but I'm trying. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. I was like a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Yikes.